You can see I'm working on my Nacho Libre piece right here, which is one of my favorite movies. It's funny, like 'cause the first time I watched it, I mean, I didn't really care for it as much, but then I don't know, I started watching it more, and it kind of grew on me. And now I watch it over and over, and it's hilarious. It's funny, you know. And it's interesting. The more I was watching it, the more I guess I could see the spirituality and the philosophy behind the movie. You see it as a simple movie, but it actually has a lot of meanings, a lot of messages. A lot of insights, a lot of things to reflect upon. Obviously, it makes you laugh, but it's funny that this movie actually makes you think as well. For example, Nacho, at the beginning, he wanted to be a wrestler, and he was trying to hide from his fellow brothers, because they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to help the children. They're supposed to help the orphans, and that was his path. That he didn't really choose it. He just, because of circumstances, he landed there as an orphan, and later on became a monk. But deep inside him, he wanted to be a wrestler, and that was his passion. That was his dream. So he started doing it. He started going after it. He started going after his dreams. He wanted to be like Ramesses. And it's funny because Ramesses represents, what the world represents. All the gold, all the money, all the power, all the riches of this world. But it's in reality that's that in the end will, that's not what life is all about in the end. There's more meaning to life than just money, power, women, gold, houses, cars, all of that, eventually will go away. So there's something deeper than that. So at first he was trying to do it for that. He wanted to be like Ramesses. He wanted to be famous. He wanted to be well known. He wanted to have all the glory for himself, all for himself and for nobody else. Until later on, throughout the movie, he starts discovering that, it's a bad thing when you do things for yourself, but it's not a bad thing when you do things to help others, to help God, and to make this world a better place. And so he started actually fighting for the orphans. He started fighting for them, and that's when everything changed, and that's when he found his true purpose, and he used his skill and whatever money he got to help the orphans in the end of the movie. And that's what it was all about, him using the gift God gave him to find himself in this world and give back to the community, and give back to the people, and to the orphans and the people that actually needed it, to the poor. And that's the real message behind this movie. Find your dreams, find your passions, go for it, and God will bless you. And that's beautiful. That's what makes this movie so intriguing, so entertaining to watch, because you see his struggles as who he is, but and who he wants to become. And in the end, he does become who he wants to, and it's even better because he actually lets God lead him, and that's what the movie is basically all about. So if Nacho could, make it and reach his dreams and his passions, then so can we. Whatever path we desire, we can also be there. But you have to remember, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it for God? Are you doing it for something better, something more meaningful? And in the end, it's up to you what to decide to do with the life God has given you. For his glory, or to be just for you. And in the end, it'll be for you. But if you include him in the picture, he'll make your path, your dreams, much, much more better. And he'll give you much more riches, much more things that money cannot buy, which is love, which is companionship, which is friendship, which is his very essence, his belief and his faith and everything that the Holy Spirit gives us. It's definitely more priceless than anything this world has to offer. So yeah, I'm doing this piece, and it's I love this movie. It's funny, and it has, like I said, has a good message to it. And hope you enjoyed what I've talked about. And I don't know when I'll finish this piece, but there's definitely a lot of little things that I still got to do. And obviously there's all this area, but definitely share it with you guys when I'm done.